meaning this is just Twitch. Oh. Anyway, it's not like... We'll see what happens. So today it is 7 degrees outside. And yeah, you saw the trees, right? It's autumn. It's not warm anymore. It's not, we're not gonna get a 30-degree day. So today will be a slow one, and we'll see if the TTS is on. I don't think so, but we can always try. So hop into Chrome here, seeing if TTS bot works. Site can't be reached now, so it's not registered anymore. And I don't even know if he knows. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, so I don't have any TTS, and I forgot to open StreamerBot, so it didn't realize I was sending a command to actually start streaming. Well, let's do a little Twitch only stream. And I will probably hold the phone because no TTS means I have to read the screen. And I don't have another phone with me, so... I'm thinking... Last day I just walked a little bit... Well, last stream. I walked a little bit in the woods. And now we have 2 hours though. Because that's how long my kid's in school. Oh my god, it's cold. It's so cold. Well, we'll see. So, untangling from the power cord here. Yeah, it ended up here. So, why not have some company when you're outside, right? I have to wait for 2 hours before I pick my kid up, so might as well try and get some exercise. And I'm already tired. Yeah, so I'm still not in shape, obviously, right? It's so annoying. So maybe we'll do the electrical lights one. Let's go check out the map. Okay. It smells like they're sawing actually. Oh. So they've updated this thing. So we usually do the green and white one here, 7 kilometers. So today I'm aiming for the red, which is 2.4 kilometers. So we have almost 2 hours. Well, 1.5 hours, right? Because I need to go. It's like almost 15-minute car drive there. So I already drove here. From 13:15 to now it's 27 on my phone. Yeah, let's see, 93% power. Is it even charging? It's not charging. Well, this is what the cable looks like. So we'll see what happens. Oh, now it's charging? I better lower the brightness of the screen a little bit. Yeah, so let's do the tiny one. Let's go this way. Or maybe not. Let's go this way because of the sound, you know? So walking towards the sound. The school jog start. Yeah, so I need to... Yeah, I used to think that when we got USB-C, we wouldn't have the cable problems anymore, you know? My cables break as much as with micro USB. And it's usually stuff like this one here where it's actually not attached in a good way. So it's pulling apart. The cables still have the same kind of life, right? Because stuff happens. Yeah, so my legs are, well, should we say, were used to walking. And today, in case you didn't know, I've had pancreatitis, so I was in the hospital with lots of pain for a few weeks, and I'm out of shape, totally out of shape, and I still have a bit of pain, but it's much better, so trying to get in shape. Current goal is we have a Hack the Box meetup that I help organize on Thursday, so I have to get in shape on Thursday now so that I can actually get there. Or I guess I will have to take a taxi, but that's so expensive. So, alright, I just realized I left my gloves in the car. Oh, they're doing like shelters. The kids. I usually avoid filming kids, but I don't think I got them so much on the video. Yeah, so I have to get in shape until Thursday. Little tiny outdoors gym. So this the electrical lights one, it's quite flat. It is still a little up and down. I do prefer walking in the woods, and it could be more trainy too. But I'm thinking I could get around this thing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Just crisscrossing in the woods. It's definitely like tougher and also harder to measure how long it would take. But I do have like 1.5 hours then, so yeah, what I like with these woods is all the fallen trees and stuff. It's quite natural, even though we have these paths. So there's lots of fallen trees to go balancing on or whatever you want, you know? Climb over. There's nothing really. Yeah, we did find some little rock to climb, right? They're tiny, like stones, rocks in some places, and yeah, this cable is really bad. So power. it's staying on 80 anyway. We'll see. That means it wasn't charging while I was in the car either. I had it connected to this battery. Because I think I had 90 something when we started driving. It's about 30 minutes drive to the Makita school. Or 25-ish. So no TTS, that's boring, right? But I can read chat. And I'm holding the phone with frozen fingers. I kind of feel like doing this while streaming. I'll go a little harder for myself, right? Will I? Or maybe the opposite. Keep a reasonable pace while I'm talking all the time. Yeah, the falling trees and everything. I'm not gonna go there today. So on the other side we have houses. Just a few trees and houses. So you can see fallen and the falling stuff. Should have grabbed those gloves. 7 degrees, that's cold. I thought it was cold last time. What was it? 15? I often go through like this and just cross over here somewhere. .5 kilometers. Woohoo! A week ago I couldn't have done that. And the blueberries, there's no leaves anymore. Just some of them have some berries actually left though. So that's actually a fifth of this according to the numbers. Yeah, some leaves on the blueberries here. And a tiny dried up blueberry over there. That tree among others. Yeah, so you put dots on the dead trees. Maybe they'll just break them or mark them to check that they won't just fall over on someone. I don't know. So there we have the blue mountain bike track just next to this one. easier to be closer than to switch cameras, right? So this one did not bring its root up, just broke off. More ducks on the trees. Now I'm curious why. Those were definitely not going to fall on the path. And this dead one would have a dot too, because it's quite dead. No dot. Another dot on the tree there. Another one. Two orange dots. They must be quite recent, they're very visible. There's two more. Oh, not just two. A lot of them. So now I'm curious, are they going to switch how they do this? Are they going to do something with us? Because that's one's not falling on the path or on anyone, right? Maybe they do stuff with the closest trees? Huh? Will that leaning one have a duck too? I don't think so. You see no duck? Nothing? Yeah, now I'm curious. What does the ducks mean? And there's another one who was like, yeah, that's dead. Let's see if there's a duck. There is. I wouldn't like if they start like removing the dead ones. That would break the feel of this place. Another one with a dot. We'll see in 2 days, right? They have to really do a tech stream at home. The thing is that my hubby and my kid, I left my window open. I had my streaming lights on when I went to the hospital, and they didn't know what to do, so they just pulled the cords out, right? Bluetooth controlled lights, but they also have switches on the back. They pulled the power cord, so I don't know what happened to the camera. They must have they also closed the window, pulled the allergy filter out. They must have stepped on something. Something happened to my camera anyway. I'll have to, I might have to disconnect it totally. I did disconnect the USB cable and the power and put it back, and that didn't help. I turned power off and on the USB switches, and that didn't help. So I'll have to remove the camera and see. Maybe I'll just do that on stream. But I've been thinking, what should I stream first? I haven't done Draw Hack Me, Hack the Box, anything really for over a month now. So maybe I'll start with some Draw Hack Me. So I noticed the room on the path I was doing was volatility. So it is a cyber defense expired path. If I hop off it, I'll probably not be able to get on it again. So we could just do any room on Draw Hack Me. Yeah, anything. I kind of want to do boxes, right? Maybe we'll start with Hack the Box. So my tummy doesn't want to walk anymore. So I've been walking for from 27 to, does it say 44? Yeah, so maybe I should turn back. We'll see. I'll sit down for a bit, we'll see. So probably been a bench this because there's holes in the stones. Listening to the leaves rustling in the wind. So this is the electric lights track. So in the winter it will be quite dark, right? So that's why they have one of these. And I think it was 2.5 kilometers, right? I think the one at home is like 3.3. So they usually have short ones, so that anyone can do it. Maybe not me though. I don't know how far we got. We have lots of time. We can wait for a bit. Maybe it's smartest to turn around, but we have lots of time, so. And you know, 2.5 kilometers sounds so tiny, but I know that I wouldn't have been able to walk half a kilometer a week ago, so maybe trying to do that is overdoing it. Yeah, I was to the doctor's Tuesday, to the local thingy, because I was like, yeah, just the, I guess paracetamol was that in the knee? I think so. Because they're not really doing the pain thing. But walking there, it was so hard. So walk to the car, that's not a lot of meters. And then driving there to the parking lot, which is like 2 kilometers maybe, driving. And then walking in, I mean, what could that be like? I don't think it's 100 meters. Let's say 25 meters. And then I was so exhausted. So exhausted. Yeah. So I should really be very happy. This, I think we walked a kilometer at least. And I have to get back to. That though means that it's not that much further to go, continue straight ahead. We could open an app like Strava or something and look at it. So what's my power? 70 each. Let's see if I can get this thing actually charging again. Because now I'm like stationary, 77. Yeah, one hand on the cord and one hand on the phone. So it's pretty, the forest is pretty. And one of the bits of that is the dead trees, right? We want those dead trees in here. We want them to be like on the ground and everywhere. That's a part of a normal forest. I hope they don't remove them. I mean, if they're about to fall on the path, I get it. If they're leaning away from the path, I don't get it. Especially if they're leaning on nice large trees. If they're trying to make it pretty by removing them, then I'm mad. Yeah, I'm gonna try moving. Yeah, that didn't feel good, so I'm gonna turn back. So yeah, straight at once I see these orange dots. So I'm not gonna just follow the same road back. I'm gonna go into the woods in a bit. Yeah, so I have pain in my tummy now. So I like when there's like dead trees and like fallen over trees and things. It's like natural. That's the way. Maybe not like sawed in a million pieces because they fell over the road or something. That might not be totally natural, right? That's a big fallen over one over there. Oh, no, I'm not going there. Let's just zoom. There. Usually, how many times a week I go for walks? Usually so I've been sick, that's why I'm just walking. Usually I like jog the Mondays and Wednesdays when my kid's in school for 2 hours. I do like 7+ kilometers there, that kind of thing, jogging, and then we'll see what happens with Thursday. No, last Thursday was 1 hour in school, so that was the first stream for a month. Actually walked a little bit in this forest. So I'm trying to get in shape. I Hike the Bucks meet up Thursday. So need to walk the right amount now, not to get in worse shape. So I've eaten two different pain medications now, and that you can still drive and stuff, you know. But my tummy is really out now. So talk to me and distract me from that. So there's a little like shelter thingy down there. It's just a roof. There's really nothing under it. It's some logs that I guess it probably was planks on those sometime or something. It's quite old. Yeah, I don't have a streamer button on, so it doesn't remove cheap viewers messages. My bot usually does that. I forgot to start it today. I wasn't even sure I was gonna stream. I was like, I'll start our OBS so that in case I want to stream, you know, I can. And then I forgot to start streaming back. So now it's Twitch only, and I'm using IRL Pro to stream straight to Twitch. Yeah, this one is just by the path, so I could understand them pushing that over into the woods or something. I really hope they just don't remove all the trees that have dots on them, because there's lots. But not all of the dead trees. There's one leaning that's not a good dot. Quite curious why. Why do they have dots? So what about this one? Talked about that one on the other way around, right? I don't see a dot. So why is this one not in the orange dots group? Yeah, even the ferns, look. Everything is like, bye bye leaves. See you next year. Although the birches leaves though. shop, 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 shop. I think that would be a bird, like a woodpecker or something. I don't think a human would sound like that. Or another animal. So I'm thinking we'll go for, this will probably be like 2 kilometers instead of 2.5, so I don't want to be stupid and go straight ahead when I'm already in pain, so turn back. It's still not straight, you know, this one, it goes up and down. And we have the little blue post down there. So this is a bit steep. It's like 1.5 meter straight drop there. Dumb tummy. Yeah, it's going slow, VR. It's going slow. So no jogging today, it's just walking, and I actually turned because I had too much pain for this short one. So distract me, talk about something fun, and also the GPS doesn't work, so I have to read. Well, these orange dots on trees distract me a bit, right? Why the orange dots? Are they going to pull these down? Will they leave them on the ground like they usually do, or will they do something else? So look at this one. It's definitely chopped out, right? Because probably safety, just by the path here. Well, let's go to the wider one. So it's just by the path. So I'm thinking maybe something like that. But some of them are so far. It's like maybe 5 meters into the woods, and there's an orange dot on a tree already leaning away from the path. Then I'm like, what? What's the purpose? Quite nice trees, right? Oh, they're actually driving here. So that was someone shaking stuff off, obviously. Maybe those are the people that put the dots on the trees. Because I don't think they had a saw with them. But we heard one at the start, so maybe those are the guys chopping them down. So here's another one that's been sawed down earlier, right? This one's just fallen by itself. Quite different. So we'll see what it looks like in a bit, right? Like, so trees are being taken out of the forest in cars. I hope they don't take them out of the forest. They're usually just staying around, lying there in the forest. Yeah, you see that? So that's like a part of the natural feel here. So I hope they don't break that. So I'm tempted by all the little paths, but I'm thinking that I should should stay on this one. So when we get back to the start point, we might go another direction for a bit. That's a very hollow one. So all the trees. Yeah, so 7 degrees. It's not warm today. It's quite cold, and my fingers are freezing. I'm switching hands to hold the phone. As I need to read chat today, I'm not holding it in the holder. But it's also something to do as I'm not like focused on speed. So, frozen fingers. And the warm jacket. I'm not cold, at least in that part. And I got my kids' pants on. They're kind of thick jogging pants. Hello. Hello there. Taking a little slow walk today here, trying to get back into shape. Oh, and here you have the dead trees with dots on them. So there's 2 right here with orange dots. Yeah. So I really hope they don't just remove all the dead trees. Let's see if we can zoom out. It's easy to just switch cameras. So these 2 are dead, but they're also pretty, right? And a lot of trees further in, you can see just all the bark is fallen off, and they're just still standing there. And that's like all of those details that makes this a nice place, right? But I'm sure they have the feel of it. I get for that they have to do stuff for security, you know, so the people are not squished by a tree. Oh look, my chat wasn't scrolling. Flu vaccine yesterday. Oh yeah, like you can actually get a bit of like flu from it, right? Yeah. Go into the basement. Need to measure the dimension and order boxes. Let's see, for the shelves. Oh. Yeah, so I'm reading with a path as background to white text. I should have held it up like this. So the feel of the woods there, right? All the trees falling down all over the place. That's what gives it the natural feel. Even though there's a path. So we're already back at this place. So let's go up into the woods so we avoid the kids. Oh, they've removed the older kids have gone. They removed the tarps and stuff. So yeah, so at least when you took the vaccine recently, then you know why. I don't think I've ever had any like effects of vaccines though. But remember them always telling us when it was the kids getting them that they could get the fever the day after and stuff. Yeah, also all the fallen trees and stuff. Kids can build stuff from them, right? If there weren't any, they can do stuff like this. They be playing here. And then there's a long fallen tree. Hello, bird. That was a bigger one. No idea what bird it was. So I know I'm very close now to the car, so we can go back a bit, like backwards. So cars that way. Oh, and there's still okay. That's probably the tent by the mobile antenna. Oh, here's one of the trees. You got pieces of bark on the. It's all dead. Very dead. It looks like this. Fallen branches in the tent tree. That looks funny. Another play place. Yes, I don't think we'll find any blueberries today. I found some the other day though, so thirsty was it? I should go on a walk every day. Because I think Thursday, last time, that was the day I felt the best, otherwise, so. Another kid's build there. And there we have trees leaning. Yes, a report by Bob. First starts to make noise. Yeah, but I can hear the cars from E18 all the time that way. So it would be nice not to. You can also hear the kids that way. So more of the blue ribbons. Yeah, here we have a fallen tree with quite a lot of ground with it. It's more like 3 trees though. 3 trees. I guess the big one is the one that fell to the wind, and then the others just got draw it along. So, oh, we can live here. Ah, new house. I wonder how muddy that is when it rains. Yeah. And it still has, we've been here before, it still has big stones. But some of them have dropped. You can see the hole there? So that one dropped. And that one dropped too. So we'll see when that one drops. It's just one big one now. So I wonder how long these trees have been on the ground, right? Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's too much exercise. Yeah, free shelter. As long as you don't mind some mud dropping on your head and dirt and stuff if it rains, right? It's probably those holes from the stones are probably not making stuff rain through there. Another one. Let's see if I can even get over this one. This is mega gymnastics for me now. Usually I just wouldn't notice it. Let's walk around it. We can walk around it. These are kind of cool, right? Someone put that on top there on purpose. They've been breaking them off. I wonder why. Collecting them. Thinking it's kind of fun, I guess. Looking at the trees. It looks like a cave. With the contrast of this. So we're under this now. Yeah. Oh, this is a bit too much for me right now, but it's good, I guess, because so we have another path that way. So what time is it really? We have another hour before I need to pick my kid up. Let's see. Without all the mud. Yeah, exactly. So if you're in the woods and you need shelter, that's perfect. And you could also, use trees and stuff and do stuff, and you could actually put something over those holes if you really wanted to, yeah. This is quite a used path. Look at all the roots here. You can see my feet feels like they're 10 meters down this way. Oh, blue thingies again. I actually picked one of these up, and it's not plastic. It feels like paper. That's the old one. Look at that tree. And more trees. Old ones. Another color here too. So I guess that these, someone put these blue ones here all over the place. Maybe there's like a map with them on somewhere, but they're not part of the main paths. Live in a time where people don't even think about that, but during World War II, even civilians had to learn how to survive. Yeah, so I kind of like survival stuff. What I've been watching, you'll see my YouTube like profile. What I've been watching. So it's a lot of like survival in the woods stuff, because I like to be in the woods, you know. So that's what relaxing stuff. If you just wanna watch something relaxing. Fishing. So I don't get when people catch fish and don't eat it. That's like torture for the fishes, right? If you catch fish, you should eat it. That annoyed me with one of the videos. They kept catching fishes and letting them back out. So, like a sport fishing, I don't get it. Yeah. So I'm the kind of person who, if I don't really want to kill any mosquitoes even, you know. I do, and especially since my 17-year-old with autism doesn't like flies. I've killed a few flies now. Yeah, but it's because it's tough to catch them and then still being alive. So if I can catch something like mosquitoes, you usually can just catch in your hand and just throw it outside. Yeah, then I'm not good at catching fish. I guess we should do that, but you need like permits. It would be an other thing to do on stream, right? Trying to catch fish. You can tell me how to do it. I need a rest. Yeah, that's the thing with them catching the fish and letting them go. It's not like they're not, hurt at all by it. They have some kind of hook in their mouth, right? So I'm thinking, should we go this way or this way? This way goes straight back. And I don't know this one, meaning obvious choice is the one I don't know, right? I don't think I ever walked this one, because I avoid the big ones, usually. I prefer just walking through that. So, this is not one of the marked ones. Not one of the big ones. What's shiny over there? Is it leaves? So, time? Yeah. Lots of time. haven't seen any of the blue ribbon thingies in a bit. Okay, antenna over there. So we're just about to pass the road here, right? So we're actually going in. I'm thinking of going back. Because we do have time. And the mobile antenna, it's just by the starting point. Well, what is it, 200 meters something? And we're definitely going the wrong way now, so the golf course would be down that way, which could explore that some though. Okay. We'll see. Also a tiny train, narrow tracks. Another dead tree, no orange dots. Yeah. So, I'm not going down that. We're just here. Probably shouldn't go too close. I can't see anything, just hear it. But I'm thinking it's just out of sight. They might just be breaking something up for the... Yeah, it's actually the path there. Because the blue markings ended too. So in that cross there, we actually got on this path. Yeah, I thought it was a bit too big. So there's another one that's wider, you know. The one we started on. Let's see if we can see those poles. Nah. Right by the antenna. So, what's my battery? 50-ish. I wish it would be charging this cable. So, by the way, my tummy feels much better again. I don't want to go too quickly. And I'm not 100% sure about the direction anymore. Which is not perfect. If you don't want to walk a long time. So there's the blue ones again. And there's where the bike one turns, which I was going to go for. So here is a turn-ish thingy. I'm curious about the blue ribbon thingies. I think it goes this way then. Maybe in there? Definitely that way. So So here's one of the really cool ones. Look, it's just a big pile, big pile at the bottom of the bark, and it's like mostly empty. There's still some bits. So now we're back on the normal path there. The resting rock. I'm not going up there today. So I'm trying to read. It's all ungrateful and caused us to waste valuable resources of this planet on extravagance we can't afford as a species. Yeah, definitely. But also everybody feels, what does it matter what I do, right? So if I'm like being like ecological and nice to nature, what about everybody in China not being that? Because they can't afford to, maybe? Or something like that. That's what people think. And then they're like, it doesn't matter. I don't need to sort my trash even, you know? That's kind of how people think, unfortunately. They don't think it's worth it to do the extra little bit there. And it's also an economy thing, generally. Like, that, should I eat that or that thing? That one's more expensive, but it's more ecological. I don't have that much money. I'd rather buy a computer game too, right? Or something. Or go to the movies. So it's not easy. I'm trying to read, and it makes me think of these things. Sorry, for car talk about irony. Yeah, that's a fun thing too. It's kind of like a status thing to have an electrical car right now, and that's funny because it's also supposed to be environmentally friendly, right? To have an electrical car, but also how friendly are all the chemicals, and who can afford to have one in the, another one at where I live. They've put asphalt on the front of their house, on their lawn, because they need to charge their electrical car. And it's so ugly, and I'm very annoyed. So 2 of my neighbors on the street have done that now. So should I be happy that that's the only way we can charge our cars and they're doing it? Or should I be like, oh my god, I want like green bushes and flowers and stuff in front of people's houses. And now 2 of like, what is it, like 15? Let's say 5 per house, and the 3 ones. Yeah. So 2 of 15 has now asphalt, or one of the most stones. Doesn't matter much. It's just flat and it's not pretty. Yeah, so they're still at the same place. So I don't want to go too close. I think they're just sowing stuff on the ground, right? like a fallen tree into bits or something. Or maybe they're building something. But yeah, we're so close now, so maybe we should take a detour another direction. So it's not pretty, and I don't know how they can do it. And the last one, they just put asphalt on the ground to make a parking spot for the car in front of the house. It's not pretty. So let's see. It's causing floods in the UK, flash flood water when it's asphalt. Oh, yeah. So in this case, it's probably so the road is asphalt, you know, in front of our houses, and it's like this shape. So on both sides, the water goes quickly. So this spot won't make any difference. It's just ugly. For that at least. But here you can see just that's the sign. You can see the sign there in the middle. And here we have fallen trees just here. So it's not as far from me as it might look. All over the place. All over the place. And that's nice, I like it. Yes, yeah, so the people can't say anymore that we're not doing something to the climate, right? Because all over the world we can see stuff happening. So we've had odd stuff happening in Sweden too. But some countries has it really bad. But we usually never have any problems with catastrophes of any kind. So yeah, that's where the little house is. This is fallen trees, just here. And they've sawed a gap in this one. That's what I'm thinking if they're doing stuff like that over there, but it's been going for the full time I've been streaming now, right? So we have some kids over there, so I'm not gonna film in that direction. So let's see. So we went a bit of this, but we didn't get all the way to the turn. So I went back, and then we went like this. And we went a little bit like this, so we went back this way. Doesn't matter. Yeah, and I think what we heard before is probably this dude here. That's probably what we heard. He was pecking on the trees. So, let's see. Oh my, so much text to read now. Urine grass absorbs a lot of flesh flood water. Yeah, another asphalt it runs the sewer system too fast. I don't think we have a sewer system where I live. It's too close to the woods. They're trying to ban people from doing it because it's like you. They want people doing it. Yeah, but millions do the same. Yeah. We're in Altorp in Sweden, and we're just by the tiny train tracks here. I'll show you. This goes to Stockholm, but these have narrow tracks. It's like an old-fashioned one. So let's go down to the little station. So tiny little station here. There's tiny little tracks. They're so tiny and cute. So there's the station name. Going to Stockholm one direction. And that's actually the station where my kids' school is. So they're close between the station, and they actually have the booms here too. That's kind of cool, really. Birdhouses from the people who do the train stuff. So kids again, I'm avoiding. So trying to read again. Name sounds familiar. I've only ever seen this. Outside looks scary. Yeah, right. There's no roof on top of us. What should we do? This is scary. Yeah, so there's usually like birds and stuff hopping around here. But I guess there's not much to eat now on the ground, is there? If it's suddenly just 7 degrees instead of it's been much warmer, you know, let's just say cold day. That's an address, I didn't know that. Gallery. This gallery over there. So, let's see, time. Yeah, we should probably go back here somewhere. I'm trying to have low light on the phone too, as like it's not really charging. I only have 40% battery. Oh, sorry, I muted it by mistake. It's a mega big button on our old Pro. It's really the toughest bit of, the worst bit of this program, really. I want to be able to disable the mute button. I think I did a stream where I wasn't reading chat. And I had it muted for quite a long time. So we have like 22 minutes actually. Because 1:15 is when I'm picking my kid up. So I don't have to leave until it's at 15 my time. So we can go a little bit on the bike path, the start of it. We just finished with the end of it there. Yeah, still looking for work. Not mega actively now, so I'm not feeling 100% still. But someone asked me to like chat, some recruiter. So yeah, I said maybe this week then. We'll see. So it's like I know I have this, you know. I'm driving my kid to school. So my hubby was doing it when I felt worse. I mean, he had to leave work, so now I think he has a bit of a more understanding of how tough it is on my work to do. Couple of things on LinkedIn you would have Good for. Okay, great. Yeah, if you see something, just send it to me, either on LinkedIn or Discord or anything, you know. Yeah. So by now we would probably have finished that 2.5 kilometer one if I had continued that. But it's much nicer to just walk among the trees like this. Anyway, so look, this one wasn't actually dead when it fell. Kept on trying to do the life thing. And there's still leaves on there too, so maybe next year it'll continue to grow. Kids again. Oh, thank you, thank you. So, should I go up here again and do another lap? We can do that. Because I'm trying always to avoid the filming kids, you know. Even the older ones, but those were like tiny. And this is quite steep actually up. I don't know if it's visible. So it's good training. It's not like, yeah, maybe you can see the angle there. Someone actually running. Kids. More trees with the block falling off. Quickly dead. The tiny ones. Yeah, I think they're doing like orienteering stuff. We're back here. We were here just a bit ago. I guess it was like some time ago though. Considering making a startup, yeah. Why not? Why not? Do it. Go for it. So the thing is, I've always had my little company next to work, you know, or next to having to be forced home with the kids for much longer than expected. Still with a focus on the kids. And then I was going to like trade fairs with my stuff and selling, and then we got corona and no more things like that. And then also my trailer got stolen, so, and I had all my shelves and stuff in there, which was very sad. So I can't do that now without buying new stuff. It's very annoying. And also maybe I don't want the same team anyway, because I had like do-it-yourself stuff for kids, for like making cloth diapers and stuff like that, sewing. I had sold snap presses I imported from Shine and stuff. So now I'm more like, let's do the. Also, actually, my first company was Scripted, which was like IT stuff. So now I'm like more like, let's do fix it, you know. Let's fix stuff instead, huh? Oh well. That's not my official company name. I don't know if it's still. I couldn't do Baby Things as a company name, but that was the domain. So someone has been digging here. So yeah, thieves suck. Yeah, it's quite annoying when you have. I bought some of the stuff too on like um, auctions for other companies that had gone bad. So it's not like you could just buy new of them, especially not at that price. So we looked at this through the woods before, but it didn't go this way then. So we're back up at the blue one again. I can hear the teenagers through the woods doing their orienteering. Some over there, some over there. So we're back at the blue one again. And the little rest back here. Yeah, so what's your plan if you're doing a startup? What will you do? Yeah, it's 7. It's horribly cold. It's 7. Well, my car's at 8, but when we left home it was 7. That's extremely cold to me. So I'm switching hands. My fingers go like numb. The kids again, so let's film that intending. It's still over there. So trying to see what it says. Oh, recruitment or outsourcing. So like helping other people do those things? I mean, do their things? Yeah. So I love talking to people, you know. So you can imagine that, but I prefer doing more technical stuff, really, right? I want both. That's a bit tough to get, actually. We're losing too many. Okay, screen is blurry. Too many UDP passes. Actually, I think it's doing TCP. I don't know how, but for some reason, I'm like streaming should be UDP, right? But I don't think it is. So the protocol they're using, it's not using UDP. It's using TCP. Don't ask me how or why, because UDP would be the logical choice, I think. There was something about why, but I don't remember. I read it like 3 years ago, probably. So, I mean, like, it would make some real money instead of being on the search merry-go-round. We're the only people making money are the search sellers. Well, you should become a search seller then. Oh, everybody is becoming search sellers. That's a funny thing, you know. Like, take something else, like doing back massage on people. Because I was actually thinking of doing that. So, when I'm home with my kids, like, kind of, you know, you go, oh, my bag's out. I'll go get some massage on this person on Facebook here, right? And they're like, oh yeah, so I'm not certified yet, so I'm having lower prices. Okay. And I know, actually, my mom and my sister did dog massage courses to get dog massage certified. Oh no, Panda! I'm still not good from being 6. I won't run. Sorry. Otherwise, this would have been the great bet to run, right? Just back to the car. So I've had pancreatitis, so my tummy ache is not gone, and I don't have lots of energy, so sorry. Yeah. So that's so funny because you might be great at something, right? And that's the thing that I feel like it's an intuitive. I can like feel what other people feel very, very good, right? And then there's like people giving us certifications. It's like giving certifications for someone to be able to read, or it's either you can do it or you can't. It's not like you need to be certified. Yeah, but you do, because you have to need grades from school, right? What? I mean, either people can do stuff or they can't. It's not like the certification thing is so crazy. Knowledge matters. Certifications are crap. That's my point. Prove that you can do it some other way, not certification. Even people like, so I was teaching people this course for this cert for 10 years, but I don't have the certifications, so I can't say I have it. That's how a lot of people tell that story, you know. That's funny. So we're down here again. And now we're just 9 minutes early. I'm not gonna walk on that. No, that's just what my brain wanted to do. So walking as much as I can before. I'm not gonna go sit 10 minutes in the car now, right? So if you're annoyed at all the slurs, just go make a cert and give it to yourself, and make a course to teach other people and to take it, right? Maybe it's not a well-known cert, but now we have a million people making certs, so it's just another unknown cert. Is that how you get certs now? You make your own certs. Sorry, I'm so amused by this. It's probably because I'm so tired. So, Elevverket 19C. What is that? I'm trying to find a dark spot to put the text behind here. And nobody seems to be talking about job roles. Like there seems to be a lot of search for which no job is at the end of them. Oh, like all the red team roles. They want the top tier uni degrees as well. Yeah, that's also one of the funny things, right? A lot of people do university by memorizing and don't really know anything. So I think university it could be good, it could be bad depending on the teachers. It could be worth nothing if there's not good teachers making people actually think. So someone dropped their jacket here. Let's see if we can just maybe on the stone. Maybe we can help someone. Put it on this pole here. It's more visible. I don't think it's been there long, so not wet or anything. It's a kid's jacket, so there. Hopefully they'll see that easier. So yeah. So Alhasra was streaming yesterday. If you didn't see it, go check it out. And the Gar was also streaming, and he's been streaming, yeah, more. And he's hopefully going to stream more too. So shout out both Alhasra and Gar. And I guess I'll do it when I'm by a computer, right? Someone's coming that way, so I'll go into the car anyway now, right? Slowly. So yeah, I guess just learn stuff. And I've been thinking about the streaming thing, right? So I'm actually not as efficient when I stream at all. I'm probably going at a third of the speed I would do if I, or even less, as I would do it if not streaming and chatting and going off doing other stuff. Definitely then. But it's more fun, right? It's more fun to chat with people too. Lots of fun. Though I think it's very fun to do CTFs and boxes and all those things. But I need the social bit too, or I'm dying. So we'll see what happens when I get a job. And I'm going to actually look for them. I haven't applied to it. I applied to 3 right now. So, and one I didn't even get a reply from. So I should apply for more jobs. Trying to read again. I feel like people need to actually admit there isn't the skill shortage they claim there is. I mean, if the industry is that desperate for people, then why don't they hire talent and invest in training themselves? Yeah, talent is not qualifications. One day on Twitch, I could probably find enough people to run a successful company if I had the money to invest. Yeah, for sure. For sure, there's a lot of talented people. So, yeah, also, that's right, he said yesterday he lost his job. He was doing a consulting thing, and they didn't tell him. It was not, like, extended. So when he was going to log in on Monday, it was like, oh, no permissions. That's like tough. That's bad. He said it was a healthcare company. Why would you expect them to get at that kind of thing? So yeah. So I'm kind of looking for both, but I really want an employment now because it's not fun to be alone in your own company, especially if it's like packing orders and stuff, like that kind of thing, shop thingy. Oh my god, my phone's so dark now. So let's shut a video. I'm gonna have to up the brightness for that proxy thing. Oh, let's see. Okay. I had a message from the school I had to check, but it was just when I left in there. So let's see if I can read like this. The answer is the people running CERT mills don't want us to be successful because the minute we are, they have nothing left to sell us. Yeah, maybe. So I think that most people don't have bad intentions, like by default. That's kind of my view on people. So I don't think that anyone wants to make not successful certs, right? Don't believe that. Because that would mean that they were just in for the money, not actually to teach. Then I think that some companies get so big that they kind of lose track of people. Yeah, so they don't anymore. It's just bureaucracy, all of it, and it's just going on. And maybe it's not updating as much or being as actually useful as it used to be.